when we use the script to randomize our PFP projects, we need to organize everything into folders. For this particular project, I'm using a script that has been created by Hashlips. So Hashlips is a very popular programmer slash NFT artist that you'll find out there. I highly recommend his website and his YouTube page. So if you just do a quick search for Hashlips, you will find his YouTube page. So he is probably one of the most prolific programmers for NFTs out there, and a lot of NFT artists and communities will use his scripts to build their collections. So I highly recommend him. And for this, I'm using his most recent script where he is using a script to create the random PFPs directly from Photoshop. He has a GitHub site, and just look up Hashlips GitHub, where he openly lets people use his scripts, and you will find the Photoshop script that we'll be using by going into repositories and then look for Hashlips Art Engine PS script. And if you click on the link, it'll take you to the script and go to the green code button and then download the zip. After you download the zip, if you're on a Mac, you can just click on that zip and open it right up. If you're on a PC, you're going to unzip it, and inside that folder you'll find the following scripts, and the one that we're going to use in Photoshop is called generate.js. So this works pretty easily because once I organize everything into individual folders, I can go to File, Scripts, Browse, find that Hashlips script, and run the script. I would select it here and just hit open and run that script. First, what I want to do though with my project is I want to organize everything based on the traits. So some PFP projects, you'll have facial features, eyes, nose, mouth, or maybe arms, legs, head. Each one of those different characteristics or traits should go into its own folder. So here I'm going to create 3 folders because for this project I only have 3 traits for this project. Actually I have 5. I have a background, I have some background elements, and then I have the left side, the middle section, and the right side. So I'm calling this a Exquisite Corpse PFP project because it really reflects this idea of what the Exquisite Corpse was, which was a means where artists would collaborate, and one artist would draw the head, another artist would draw the body, a third artist would draw the legs, and they would typically do this on a folded piece of paper. So you'd fold a piece of paper 3 ways. So there would be a top section, a middle section, and a bottom section. But you can fold the paper 3 ways from left to right as well. So for this example, I created a left side, a middle, and a right side. And that's how I'm going to randomize this to create a variety of just strange creatures. So I'm going to organize everything into these folders because the script will need to use these folders. So I have a background folder. I have call this background elements. So these are some things that I'm placing above the background itself and blending in elements together to create more background varieties. And then I have a left side, middle, and a right side. So what's important with this though is to make sure everything is named properly. So all my left side elements have an L abbreviation, right side has an R abbreviation, middle has an M abbreviation, and then I'll make sure I'll go and name my background as well. Background 1, 2, and background 3. And then I have a couple elements which I'm like blending in just to create some different effects. So some interesting stuff here. Maybe I'll use a colorize of some sort with this one here. So maybe I'll play with this hard mix to create greater variety with that. I have a blend mode set with that background, and then maybe I'll add another background. I'll add another shape here to the background just to add some interest, and then fill that shape with, for this one I'll just fill it with white. Just adding a background shape to add some additional interest here. Okay, so I have some things here that I can play with. I'm going to name these background elements just for the sake of time, give it an abbreviation. I'm going to also take any masks and apply them. I'm going to have one background element layer that has nothing in it, and so that will just pretty much give me a plain background for a couple of these. Okay, so once I have things organized, I can start putting things in. Once I have things named, I can start putting things in folders. So each folder is going to have 5 elements for the middle and left side folders. And then I can grab all of my background elements, put that into the background elements folder, and then grab all of my backgrounds into the background folder. And now I'm going to save this file because this is going to be my master copy. And then I will save another copy and name this as my working copy. So I will always use the working copy for the script, and then I have the master copy as a backup if I ever want to go back and rework some original layers. And then I want to get rid of anything that's not really necessary. So I have a bunch of layers that I don't really need. So now I have backgrounds, background elements, left side, middle, and right side. And then the last thing I'm going to do is save this Photoshop file into a folder on my desktop. This project is called DevMonix. And now that I have everything organized, I can run the script. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Scripts, Browse, find the HashLips script, which is in the HashLips folder. Go to generate.js, open it, and it's going to give me instructions. You're about to use HashLips Art Generator. Do you want to continue? Yes. How many do you want? Let's say I want 20. Okay. What is the name of the collection? I'm calling it DevMonix. Okay. And then give a description. I will say DevMonix is an exquisite corpse PFP NFT. And then it's saying, hey, we're going to do 20 images here. Just relax, hit OK. You'll see the layers moving around. So it's doing its thing. And then eventually we can go to the folder that we saved for the project. And it just told me that the process is complete. So I can go into the folder. So there's a build folder, and there's metadata, and there's images. When you upload your project to a marketplace, that metadata is going to come in handy because it can be used to create rarity for your collection based on the traits that you've established. But for now, we're just going to look through our images folder here. I'm going to open this up in thumbnail view and just increase the size, and then we can scrub through and see all the different weird kind of creations that came out of this. So I got 20 unique, bizarre creatures of 20, let's see, 20 here, yeah, 20 unique things here. And that's probably, this is probably one of the easiest ways to create a collection. And the way that the collection works too is you'll notice you won't have duplicates. It may look like it, but you won't have any duplicates throughout this process. And now you can go ahead and upload it to a marketplace.